it going.
On top of the bell.
The Rotary, and prayer will be by Zach today. I forgot to tell him, but I can improvise.
Oh, Zach.
I just come before you humbled this morning, Lord. Honestly, I'm hurting today. I'm sad and I'm a little angry for our country. And I ask for your healing. Start with my heart. Just serve, and may this food give us the energy to do. Amen.
Thanks, Zach. It helps to talk about it. If you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Welcome, everybody, to Noon Rotary. Tom, good to see you.
Good to see everybody.
Rookie, good to see you. Who else is there? Come on with me. Welcome to Noon Rotary. Happy Bucks today? Anybody here?
Happy to see all these faces that we haven't seen. It's awesome to have everybody.
Yeah, here's one for Tom and Ruthie, and then here's one for Zach's heart. Yep.
I thought I saw Shelley on.
You did? Yep.
Hey, Shelley.
Can she hear you?
Can you hear us?
She's on mute.
Well, she can hear. Okay.
She'd be able to hear.
Okay, Shelley, I gotta tell you, Shelley sends out the most.
I can hear you.
Okay, so
There's some of
sends
them.
out the most beautiful flowers. I was lucky enough to be the recipient of a great, beautiful bouquet from her this week. So that's you. That's for you, Shelley.
Well, thank you, Ruthie. I hope you enjoyed them.
I am. I still am.
The state fair line for food?
No.
So, as you know, at the hospital, we have a formal staff wait for me. I'm happy to report almost all of them have been recalled.
And we saw on the website you have 0 inpatients.
Last year's 2. We now have 4 this week.
It was 0 for one.
It was 0 forever, and now we got 4. We're starting to accept some of those. We're taking more of what we're excited about. It's still compared to what it could be. I think we're very close. Some of the food is
It's 144.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's been ramping up very steep. It was hovering around that 30. So I suspect it'll plateau and start to go down. It's interesting, 2 of the COVID patients that came in were a mother and a daughter. I can say this without privacy concerns. They were at Sturgis. They're not sure if they got it in or if they had it running. Regardless, can you imagine what's going on there?
Well, you look at both South Dakota and North Dakota, zooming right now, their numbers.
They had so little for so long, and then 250,000 people came.
Right. I'm sure
That's gotta have a little.
Going into
I didn't go. I was invited, but I didn't go.
What else?
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, I have 3 of them. So one, I meant every word of that invocation, but I'm happy to do that. People in real respect. 2, I just got a text while we were talking from my wife. They're at IKEA trying to buy a bed for my daughter for the college apartment. And darn it, they were upset. I have another $1 to give you. Is what it is. Heading to my hometown Saturday for a fantasy football draft. The most unimportant thing in the world. You're going to see some people.
Anybody else? Anybody at home? Nope. Announcement? Every minute?
I'm just gonna go straight into Jeopardy.
The only thing I want to say is that on the newsletter, Joel, if you can hear me, I want to start instituting again the dollar raffle, and invocations will go right down the list of people. That's something you can remember to do.
Yes, my president.
Thank you, sir. Have a cocktail for me while you're sitting out on the boat. Not have a program today unless Tom wanted to say a little bit more about the situation in the hospital.
No,
You don't need to.
sorry, you took out a mouth of food. Actually, there's really not much to add. Pretty much all the services are restored. Some areas like volunteer programs, community health events, classes, those types of things will be unfolding definitely. But, we've been really busy. The birth center has been crazy.
Those will do.
Yeah, wait till January. We're just very fortunate. We've been very controlled, very methodical, very measured process in terms of staffing and our service lines. Following all the CDC guidelines. We've had some staff though who have either tested positive or been exposed to other people who are either symptomatic or so we're putting them under quarantine. And the biggest concern I think we have is moving forward is the flu season. That's going to come down to the symptoms for flu and COVID are like almost identical. It's just the incubation period that's different. So we're going to be having 3 clinics coming up here in September. And with the flu hitting around the same time, as COVID doesn't start to subside, the biggest concern is having the staff available to actually help and see patients. We're taking every measure that we can, the screenings, the testing, the masking, and social distancing, and all that type of stuff to protect our staff and make sure that we're available to help those in need. So it's got me a little nervous. Is there any information on the flu and COVID? I mean, obviously they're sick. They're like, do they interact with each other at all? Nothing like that. The clinics that they keep are completely different. So, I imagine somebody like both would be but so keep in mind that the death rate is still, I don't mean to marginalize it for those who that, the death rate is still relatively low. Depends on the group. Last time I heard it's about 3% death rate for those under age 45. So that means that another 97%, or about that, or that 97%, about 93% are about age 65. So it's really the elderly, or those who have pre-existing conditions, those type of things. So for the most part, if people are healthy, yeah, they're going to be down. But as long as they're here, take care of themselves, quarantine at home, not to spread, we'll get through this. But that flu thing, it's just
So even, dealing with the, my own employees, one of the things that they always have said, well, there's been more influenza cases that have killed more people than, so I couldn't answer those questions, so I looked it up, and then last year the influenza numbers were between 24 and 62,000 people that died from influenza, but they think that those numbers are skewed because they think some of them are COVID. So obviously that's going to affect whatever. Be in there, but obviously there were COVID and influenza cases that were already mixed together.
yes.
So we probably have some idea already how that's going to affect people because they were already having both.
Yeah, you keep in mind is I always exercise caution when working with any data. People just see the data that whatever they know what they're looking for. Correctly.
Karen, I know that all too well.
But the other thing too is like even a lot of the COVID numbers and cases, considering pneumonia, even cause of death or any
manipulate the data, how do you manipulate it, how do you interpret it? So all I know is it's nasty stuff, follow the guidelines. I think you're going to start with some science. Right on the horizon here. Pretty good win.
I'll put you on the spot. I'm sure there's plenty more questions.
So
But you should finish these.
So one of the things that Tom sits on the COVID task force, he obviously knows way more than I do, but the same, I sit on the same COVID task force that he does, and I thought that was really interesting was the 7 deaths that have been in Hudson have all been 70-year-old, or in the 5, 4, and 6 period, have all been 70 or older. And the assumption there is always that it's in the long-term care facilities. These are not. Not one of them have been in a long-term care facility. Minnesota has that problem. We have not had that problem, which I think is an awesome statement for what's happening in our area. Because they really did a good job of taking care of those people in those situations.
Nothing but kudos and compliments. Public health, Sylvia, and everybody really did what we did to come back with. It's amazing to me. I don't think anybody travels north of Highway 8, but I go up to New York.
Or we don't remember.
Yeah. This is what I told my son. I'm just amazed. You go up there, they look at you with contempt like you're some good teacher that you want to ask or something like that. What's wrong with you? I just think it was my mind. Why don't you take a simple precautionary measure? For whatever reason, they're so dug into their convictions that they just refuse to do so. But that's my social commentary for the day, but you just need to do what you do.
Program, our district governor was supposed to visit next week. He has postponed that, I think because of the tragedy of his daughter.
Family related.
I think that was in the last meeting. So we have an open day again. If any of you have any interest in doing a classification talk, or at least a biography of yourself, we accept that. Just reach out to email me or Isaac. And or if you have a program, I don't want to focus on you. You're up. If you guys got an idea for a program, maybe even care to do the state of the county, things like that. Banking interest rates. Well, I'm on a roll. I might as well just pick on everybody.
Joni, the exciting world of cabinetry.
Program ideas. And if it's not invocation, we'll help.
At some point, if something changes with COVID or with the flu, I'd be more than happy to come in and do a little talk. Because we're not status quo, so we should go.
Well, there's a lot of questions. I mean, I'm hearing there's testing issues. You've got Stillwater that'll give you a 24-hour turnaround, and you got Hudson, it's just 4 days. I mean, so there's some inconsistency. Social media, mind you, but
Yeah, well, a lot of it has to do with not so much taking the test as the labs to process them. And states are very different. How we're handling that, the requirements, and we see the executive orders that can be very different across the state. So it's, I'd be happy to help answer any questions I can. Maybe I can bring one of the docs with me, maybe somebody from the county, if there's something like that. But I think probably until something really newsworthy happens here. The other big thing you mentioned, I think you just mentioned schools.
well, I didn't mention
Oh,
schools.
there was something there on the break.
But that was the next question.
Yeah, with schools starting, I mean, who can do all that testing? It's going to be very, varied in terms of who does it, how they do it, resources to do it, and response time, and how each of the school districts and everything. You know, it's just all over the map.
Well, parents are really feeling, especially I have an employee, for example, that has and this is a county involvement, or city involvement, 5 kids, and she's got to have like 6 hours of at-home school teaching, and deviate, but she has a full-time job. How's she supposed to, well, maybe you've got the same situation. How do you figure it out? I mean, you are different, so.
Just get to your point, right? No, I mean, we have 4 kids. Our 3 youngest are still in daycare. And so obviously the check-in and check-out procedures there have changed. But for them, from their perspective, really nothing has changed. Our oldest daughter is 12, just started 7th grade today at Trinity Academy. And so their drop off and pickup procedures, even throughout their school day, is very different than what it was last year. So kind of my question, I realize you're not a doctor, but may have some insight, is forehead thermometer testing just kind of a quick screening, or is it even sufficient to know?
Yeah, it's important because, as you know, a lot of people who are asymptomatic have the virus. But she's not going to be able to screen everybody, but certainly for those, it's a pretty good true tell sign that there is something going on there if your temperature is spiked. So I think, yes, it's very important. Is it a fail-safe type of preventive measure? No, but it's certainly just we might not turn it.
Okay.
Outside of your school, and there's the busing issues. I don't know how to bus kids safely back and forth to the school.
The school opening up like
Hudson's district is, speak on behalf of
It is. In fact, I just asked if, in fact, the teachers are doing options. I know some school districts are, teachers are option whether they're in online teachers or in person teachers. Hudson, teachers don't have an option at all in person.
Well, and they surveyed them both to get that answer. But Rotary is involved, and Joel, maybe you could touch on that if you can hear me, with the same committee that you were on. I was on at the beginning with you and Tom. Joel, that committee that we were talking about?
Yes. By that, Randy, do you mean a kind of a connection with Daybreak?
Yes.
Yeah, Daybreak has. I'm unclear about it. Chuck and I are going to go to a Daybreak meeting to find more out about it, because this is a I think it's called Hudson CCR, Community COVID response. And it of course, this all pops up just as there's a leadership change. But Ruth, the new Daybreak President Ruth Peterman, reached out to us when we connected her with our letter rather, and had some questions about whether we would be interested in more involvement with Daybreak in that. But I can't figure out what exactly she wants, so we're going to have to meet face to face with her.
I think a lot of it had to do with money, but we also have.
It was money, but also I think at the time there were also food.
Yeah.
There was a food connection to begin with too. I think they were delivering food and making services available that way to begin with.
Right, Ruthie. They wanted to expand. I think they wanted to expand their packet of services. I was a little concerned that this is overlapped with 211 that the United Way was doing, but apparently they've talked to United Way and United Way is in favor of them going forward with it. So it's a new project that I think we're just going to have to spend a little time on. And I think you're right also, Randy. I think they want some money.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it, but I think that 211 didn't do really delivery. I think 211 made the food available, and I think that CRR was delivering.
Okay, Ruthie.
I think, if I remember correctly.
Brian, do you have anything to add to that? I know you were kind of there in the beginning.
Well, I think what Joel said about sitting down with Ruthie is probably a good idea, or with Ruth Fetterman, to find out where she wants to go with it. I think that the website they've built is informational at this point, and they've been adding in links to various need points from various nonprofits in the community, and really trying to be kind of a communication conduit is what they were building. But I think that Ruth Petterman had some additional ideas as she took over from Chris Wood about where she wanted to drive it. And I haven't stayed plugged into that since. So.
Okay. Any questions about that? Maybe we can answer, but we're going to try to follow. Excuse me. go down the road with that.
No.
Any other topics you want to talk about?
I might just add too, I kind of alluded to this earlier, but for example, at the hospital, all of our partners on campus, our supervision, into those students, and what we're doing is go through the eyes and kind of that kind of thing. Everybody's coming along, we're our normal patient visits, I think it's going to be going a lot more with virtual visits, with select specialties. I think that's one really good positive outcome.
We can see the face of those.
Yeah, it's a different, it's a whole different thing to do with it. But it's been very popular. In certain specialties where it works. I think that's a really good thing that came out of this pandemic. And so it's changing some of the models, it's making it more convenient for people. And so just that patient care, obviously part of one. But a lot of the non-patient care services that we mentioned, volunteers, community classes, obviously community events, fitness center, those type of things. I think they're going to be on hold for the foreseeable future. I just don't see what goes on with this continuous year. And I think most people are very understanding.
Any other questions? Any other topics out there in Zoom land? Okay, so I guess we're gonna end the meeting if there's nothing else. You wanna play Jeopardy?
Did you forget? Yeah.
All right, never mind, we're playing Jeopardy, I guess.
So apparently our president, Randy, forgot that we were all playing Jeopardy, but our members are really excited about it. So my plan was originally that if we were going to have about half virtual versus in person, that we would kind of split up in teams. But I think because we're so disproportionate here, I don't think we need to break into teams. It'll just be all for one, or all for yourself rather. So let me go ahead and share the screen for, yeah, stay 6 feet apart. All right, so all of you in Zoom land, you should be able to see my screen now. Go ahead and do a thumbs up if you can see it, please. All right, good.
Oh, we're gonna fail at this. What's random? I'm trying to look ahead and cheat.
So I do have a game board. Again, all of you in Zoom land or in person, just go ahead and choose a box. So our topics, sorry, I'm a very bad Alex Trebek here. Our topics today are what's Rotary, Hudson Rotary Club, other Rotary facts, foundation, and Rotary groups. Randy, since you were unprepared for this game, you get to pick the first category.
Other Rotary facts before 100, Isaac.
Oh, bring it up.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh.
Not that one, not that one.
The question is, what is the name of 3 foundation annual fund programs?
You're on the wrong
Yeah.
Or not.
Polio Plus? Is that one of them?
No, it's not on the wrong column.
You're in the wrong column.
Mary, I'm going to mute you.
He wanted the middle column.
There we go. All right, I don't. Oh, we're gonna try it. I think that's it. There we go. All right. Yeah, thank you, Mary, for pointing that out. All right, Randy. Very good.
Ding, 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 ding.
Randy.
Other Rotary facts for 500, Alex Isaac.
Oh, bring it on.
Oh, no, he did it again.
Did it again.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Wrong
I
column.
did not. Other, you said other, what did you say? Other Rotary facts for 500.
Your foundation, come on.
Oh, 5 of
All right,
them?
question is, what are the 5 District 5960 youth service programs? Youth service programs. Rotaract Interact, Youth,
Oh,
Interact Youth Exchange, RILA, and Youth Protection. All right. Choice is open. Who wants to choose the next category?
Hudson Rotary for 100.
All right, Sean, I heard Sean speak first. Sean, what was your category? What is Rotary for?
these are tough.
How many members does Rotary have worldwide?
1.2 million.
1.22 million.
Wow.
All right. Brian, you answered correctly. What category would you like, sir?
Hudson Rotary Club for 100.
Okay. Question is, what is the name of the longest running Hudson Rotary sponsored community event?
Halloween Parade.
Yay.
Brian, your choice again, sir.
200, same column.
What is Hudson Rotary Club's next major service project?
The dunk. No, the Halloween parade. Oh,
Little free library build, I don't know. Merry Meals.
Merry Meals.
Joni answered correctly. Joni, category, please.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What is Hudson Rotary Club's birthday?
1757.
For anybody who reads, what's that? Nope. I don't have any of the,
I think it's March 29th or April 4th, depending upon whether it's the charter or the acknowledgement of the charter.
Wow.
Right.
Close
Wait,
to the coast.
Jody, are you calling a lifeline? 'Cause- All right, so Joel, did you want to answer that, sir?
Yeah, I think it's, well, it depends on whether it's when they kind of signed the charter or when it was accepted. I think it's either in March or April. I'm going to go with March 29th.
Can you give me a year, sir?
Oh, 1953. Oh, shoot.
According to Joel, according to your newsletter, it's 1951.
Sorry. All right. Joni still got the call.
All right, Joni, your choice. Okay. What is the name of Hudson Rotary Club's annual fundraiser?
St. Croix River Dunk.
St. Croix River Dunk. Joni, your choice again. Okay.
Let her answer if she doesn't.
How many past presidents are current members?
Oof.
According to Joel's newsletter. And Joel, no cheating. You can't pull up your newsletter.
About 11.
Brian, you're cheap.
No.
No, I'm not. Mary's keeping me honest.
Okay. Brian, you are actually closest, though incorrect. The answer is 4.
Ooh.
Brian, I'll give the next choice to you, sir.
Okay, other Rotary facts for 300.
Okay, going down. What is Rotary's theme for 2020 to 2021?
Opening doors.
Rotary opens opportunities. I'll give
Hey, they're doors.
They're doors. They're doors.
Joel, I will give you that one. What is your choice, sir?
You're very kind, Isaac. I'm going to go with Hudson Rotary Club for, it's off my screen, whatever the next one is.
It's already been chosen. That category is empty.
Oh, we're done? That's exhausted? Okay,
Yep.
other Rotary facts for 200, please.
Where is the Rotary International Convention being held in June of 2021?
Is it Taipei, Taiwan?
Gosh, Joel, seriously.
Oh,
Wow,
Correct.
wow.
all right.
Joel, your choice.
Other Rotary facts for 100, please.
What is the name of Rotary International's 2020-2021 president?
Oh, Holgar Knack.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is a huge bio. I don't expect anybody to read it. Joel, your choice.
Let's go foundation for 100, please.
Okay. Little, apparently I'm a little click happy here. Foundation for 100. What country was announced by the Rotary Foundation as polio free in August 2020?
The continent of Africa.
That is close enough. Africa, all 47 countries.
Wow.
Foundation for 200.
Okay. What are the foundation requirements to achieve the Presidential Citation Award?
Let's see, a heartbeat, number 1. Or maybe not. I guess you could do posthumous.
There are some multiple answers. I'll give you if you pick 2 of them.
Mhm.
Feel free to chime in. Well, any of the presidents should be able to remember at least one of the bullet points.
Oh.
Paul Harris is one of them. Zach got that one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
All right, there are multiple answers. Basically, net gain, engaging the community, engaging in youth projects, and Rotary Foundation contributions. Let's see, should I?
Zach's up, must be.
Oh, Zach, we'll give that one to you. What is your category? Rotary groups for 100. What Rotary clubs do youth age 5 to 30 join?
Rec and rec. Can we shout it out or do we have to wait for him?
So Zach got 2 of the 3. I actually learned about one. You actually are not very far off. It's called Early Act.
Oh.
For 5-year-olds to 13-year-olds. So.
Wow.
All right, Zach, your choice, sir. What are 2 examples of Rotary fellowships?
What is peace and I can't remember the other one.
Accidentally tapped it.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Well, Joel, we know who is not looking at their phone right now. I accidentally tapped it. All right, Zach, it was still your choice, right? Okay. All right, what are 5 Rotary action groups?
Is that what those are?
Rotary action groups are different. Any guesses? All right.
Cool.
There are a few of them, yes.
Area.
So on the board, we have the AIDS Rotary Action Group, blindness prevention, blood donation, dental volunteers, diabetes, hunger and malnutrition, literacy, microcredit, multiple sclerosis, polio survivors, population growth, sustainable development, and water and sanitation. I will open it back up. Anybody that wants to choose that hasn't already chosen? Foundation for Three, the lone survivor there. What is the requirement to become a sustaining member of Rotary? Pay your dues. That's a good, solid answer, Tom. Is that your final answer? Okay. $100 annual
Oh,
contribution to the program fund. Tom, you were close enough. Tom, choice. All right. How many clubs does Rotary have worldwide? 9.1 million, Sean.
Billions and billions.
what is approximately 35,000?
Tom, did you? Okay, we're going to go with Joel's answer. The answer is about 35,000.
I did not cheat.
I think Joel has another phone. He's saying, "Hey Siri, how many Rotary clubs worldwide?"
I'm out here on the dock.
All right, Joel, what is your choice, sir?
Okay, what is Rotary for 300, please?
What is Rotary's birthday?
Ooh.
I'll take a year, but I'll give you extra bonus points if you get the actual month and date.
Oh, boy. Oh, we should know that. Okay, I think it's February, maybe 1919. We just,
Yeah, I can see this. Anybody else want to throw out a guess before I click the answer?
1915?
We are going to give it to Zach. He was actually closest. It is February 21st, 1905. And Zach, your choice?
1905. Nice.
What are the 5 avenues of service?
Membership.
So, trick question. We don't refer to the areas of service anymore, or avenues of service. It's areas of focus. Yes. So the six areas of focus are peace and conflict prevention and resolution, disease prevention and treatment, water and sanitation, maternal and child health, basic education and literacy, and last but not least, economic and community development. Zach, we have 3 boxes left. What is your choice? All right. What's Rotary for 500? The question is, what is Rotary's club leadership plan? Come on, presidents. Everything could be right.
I don't think so.
All right, so any past presidents on Zoom World? Anybody want to take a guess? Nope. All right.
Sorry.
A lot to read, but it's all about goals, membership, and engaging in the community. All right, who wants to pick? I'll open it back up. Who wants to pick one of the last 2 boxes? Joni for 400 in Rotary groups. What does radar stand for? In the Rotary world, what does radar stand for? I didn't even know Oh! It's close enough, Joni. I like it.
We didn't.
All right,
Oh,
Joni. And
impressive.
Joni, you can close this out. Rotary Groups are 500. What does wash rag stand for? This is in one of the other questions, if you were paying attention. Uh-huh. Yep. No, it's not wash rag. It's all right. Now, if Chuck was here, I guarantee you would get this. Water and Sanitation Rotary Action Group. That is Chuck's world for sure. Well, gang, thank you very much for playing Rotary Jeopardy, everybody who is here and in Zoom world. I did.
Better have that for next week and
I
have
will
them back up for.
turn the meeting back over to Randy.
I'm citating you to have another one for backup.
Another one.
Bad view, Randy.
Oh. A lot, Mary. That's my best side, too. Anything else from good Rotary? We are adjourned.
Thanks, Randy. Thanks, everybody.
It was fun to build.
Fun to play.